I'd like to start this video off by talking about what the future plans are and like the immediate plans for getting this build reliable and ready to rumble here. So I got it running and it drives and it actually works great, but there's a few things that are left. The supercharger needs to get rebuilt. There's a shop press at school that I can use to press in the new bearings, and I have the tools to rebuild it. So there's that. I need to build a belt tensioner. I think it was slipping, and that's why I could not hit over 5 pounds of boost, I think. I have a few ideas for belt tensioners, and I think I can figure something out there. So that'll be probably a whole video since it will be a little bit complex, along with the supercharger rebuild. There's probably be 2 videos there. Right now I'm working on a cold air intake. I'll show you that in this video. It's pretty simple little setup, getting rid of the fog light. So there's that. Some more tuning stuff I need to do. I can play with the AFM. There's a cog or a gear in there, and then there's like a spring, and you can adjust where the air-fuel ratios are going to be basically at wide open and at idle. So I can do some tuning there, and then also in my FMU I can get a different size disc. Right now I think it's like a 4:1 or a 6:1, and I would go and get the 12:1 biggest ratio. It's just going to squeeze off that return line more for like how much boost is given, and you just want it to be as rich as you can when it's so crudely tuned like the way I'm doing it. So yeah, that's the plans for the future, but let me show you this dank cold air intake setup. Alright, let me show you what I'm thinking for this cold air intake. So you see right there, I took out the fog light right next to the brake duct there, and I'm going to be using that hole to build a cold air intake just to shove some air at that pod filter. So remove that because it's right below that hole right there. You can see I stuck a pipe in the hole. I'm going to be using that to shove air at this pod filter. So that pipe's stuck in the hole. And it goes right down, right next to this fog light hole. And then what I did for the fog light, it's right here. So I got this 90-degree coupler on there, and I built this. It just covers up the fog light, and it's got a hole in it. It looks pretty crazy actually right now. I put some silicone in there, sealed it up, and then I built a flange basically for this silicone bend to go onto. So yeah, that's the plan. This is gonna go right where the fog light was. That pipe's gonna hook up to this silicone coupler, and then we're gonna have that silicone coupler to this pipe, and then this pipe shoot right there at this pod filter. So looking good. This thing can come over a little bit. Yeah, I might want to build a box basically that will like snug fit over this radius here and fit down in there, and it'll go up next to this radiator and kind of just cover everything up so that that air is locked in and it has a nice fresh air source and not this hot air that's going to be in the engine bay. So yeah, mint. I'm obviously not going to have that tape on there. I just took it off. I'm going to be painting this black or maybe yellow or something, but just a nice even paint color. Hopefully it won't look so crazy then. Maybe do some filing on the cuts there. But yeah, there's also this gasket here. Could maybe fit around it to make it look a little bit more neat. I think that would be smart. So I'm actually gonna have to take this blue coupler off and cut some of it so it's not so extended up. Basically, it comes out too far this way. I need to bring it up a little bit because that pipe actually comes down like right next to this fog light. So finished up the cold air intake. I paint matched it to the car. So if you come back, I don't think it looks too ridiculous. I mean, it's still a hole there, but I don't think it looks too crazy. And we'll just come up here and
Yeah, that's what it does. Shoots air right at this pod. It's all tightened up with worm hose clamps on the silicone coupler there. Yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like underneath right now. All right, so there it is. Goes right into this little adapter I made, silicone coupler, right to that pipe. Pretty simple, and I think it should shove some nice cold air at that pod. And I guess there's no real way to find out, but in concept, it looks like it'll work.
Thanks for watching. So hopefully that cold air intake works out good, but here are my future plans for videos and projects on this bad boy. So top priority is the supercharger rebuild. Should be doing that very soon, and hopefully doing a semi-in-depth process of that. It's an Eaton M62, so should be maybe like a how-to for that supercharger. But yeah, I'm just gonna be doing some fiddly stuff here, tuning, and I'm gonna get the different FMU disc. Just try to get those AFRs good and keep the belt slip down. Speaking of belt slip, that's also high on the list. I need to get a belt tensioner. I've got a few ideas, and if the one doesn't work, try the other one. But it's gonna be tough. It's a V-belt. I don't think there's very much grip on those, so that'll be an experiment. But thank you for watching. If you subscribe and like, that'd be pretty sweet. But stick around for more cool content. Peace.